when giving a speech. You either quote Dr. Seuss or share a story from some funny event at recess. I'm betting that we're going to hit our Dr. Seuss quota, so I'm going to steer clear of that one. And unfortunately, I didn't attend GoFairGrove Elementary. However, I do have a story from my childhood to share with you. I was a little 4-year-old girl then, and yes, surprisingly, at one point in my life, I was short enough to be considered little. I was sitting on my living room couch enjoying a bowl of black olives, my favorite snack. Apparently, I was extremely creative as a child. I remember looking at one olive and thinking, bet I can fit that in my nose. So I asked my wonderful, yet completely unaware mother, "Hey Mom, you think I can fit a whole olive in my nose?" She laughed and said, "You goo, I'd like to see you try." Wrong thing to say to a 4-year-old. So I stuck that entire whole olive right up my left nostril. I stalked into the kitchen defiantly to show my mother. She screamed and told me to take it out. Only it wouldn't come out. That olive was stuck. A whole black olive in my left nostril. I'm not super proud of this bout of spontaneity, people. Long story short, it took 3 days and 3 trips to the doctor for this thing to completely exit my nose. Thankfully, though, I grew up and haven't inserted any food into my nose since then. And I'm not the only one who's grown up. Some of us more than others. We're big kids now. We're getting ready to start lives as independent adults, and we're going to face challenges. We're leaving this little world called high school and entering this big world called, well, the real world. And in this world, obstacles are everywhere. The boss who always gives you a hard time, or the professor, or the people you work with, or go to school with, or whoever. The list is endless. We live in a world where people are going to constantly tell us that we can't do it. But we've all been taught something truly amazing these past few years of high school. We can. Yeah, I know it's cheesy and cliche, but we can do it. And no matter who tells you that you aren't good enough, or smart enough, or pretty enough, think back to the years we've spent together growing and learning, and you will find assurance that you are good enough and smart enough. You are more than enough. We have a duty to our teachers, our classmates, and to ourselves to never give up, no matter the odds stacked against us. So here's the conclusion to my olive in the nose analogy. In a world full of people that tell you, "I'd like to see you try away. Stick that olive up your nose and show the world that you're not giving in or giving up. It might end badly, but it might not. As far as the class of 2013 goes, I'm betting I might not." Lastly, I don't know if many of you are familiar with the book/movie, The Perks of Being a Wallflower, but there's a quote from it I'd like to share with you. So if this does end up being the last letter, I just want you to know that I was in a bad place before I started high school, and you helped me. Even if you didn't know what I was talking about, or know someone who's gone through it, you made me not feel alone. Because I know there are people who say all these things don't happen, and there are people who forget what it's like to be 16 when they turn 17. I know these will all be stories someday, and our pictures will become old photographs. We'll all become somebody's mom or dad. But right now, these moments are not stories. This is happening. I'm here, and I'm looking at you all, and we are so beautiful. I can see it. This one moment when you know you're not a sad story. You are alive, and you stand up and see the lights on the buildings and everything that makes you wonder. And you're listening to that song and that drive for the people you love most in this world. And in this moment, I swear we are infinite. Those piles of homework we waited too long to do, the late summer nights we spent together blaring songs and singing outrageously, joking around at school, all of these things got us to where we are right now, graduation. And in this moment, I swear, we are infinite. I'm so proud to be part of the graduating class of 2013. Thank you.